Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here to bring a review for My Hero Academia Manga chapter 428, and it is this chapter that has simply made me feel that we are just clinging to the series for the mangaka. He's clinging to the series for as long as he can, and I've been saying for a while, like this epilogue has been delayed because we've been even having breaks in between. But yeah, it's been prolonged for so long. This is the first series which I've read where the prologue, the epilogue rather, of the series is no more than a full chapter. And I've been saying for a while, like, because we've gone through this process where there's like a couple of chapters. There's like the epilogue. I think when it's all said and done, will be like uh 8 to 10 or 5 to 10 chapters, I think. And I've been saying, like, because we're having such a long epilogue, there needs to be some sort of payoff for it, for it to be justified for being this long. And after this chapter, cause I didn't necessarily think there was gonna be a payoff, but I was in hopes. But after this chapter, my hopes just went skyrocketed down, because more honesty, I do not see a point of any page within this chapter. So we start things off. We have Ida. He's there telling the first years, "You look, yo, chill, simply chill." And I remember from last week I was saying how I don't really agree with Bakugo's reaction, him running away, and that was addressed within this chapter. And it said to us, "All right, cool. Bakugo doesn't really deal with females. He's never had to deal with female attention in his life." And all right, cool. That may be very well be the case, and if that is the case, then cool. But I still don't think that justifies the way he reacted. Running away, that is not Bakugo at all, male or female. So when that bit of the chapter was being revealed to us, I was just like, big middle finger, that is BS, kind of. That was my thought process on matter. So as we can see, I can't remember how much time has gone past, but we are still rebuilding the world. Fair enough, fair play. I might be just being a bit not over the top. But yeah, maybe it is justifiable that it's taken this long. But really and truly, during during this chapter, my attention was solely on Deku, and I didn't notice it then, but obviously it's more obvious at the end stages of the chapter. Him on the battlefield, if you will. I was really just interested into, does he still have access to the One for All? And like I said, did not see it in this part of the chapter, but it is more evident at the end of the chapter. But again, very forcefully shoehorned into another bit of the chapter, we have the first years. And now the first years are so adamant at being apologetic to the second years that they was able to convince their teacher to let them ride out of the school ride out of the school to go apologize to them. Why did we need this to begin with? And that is just something that just seems so unrealistic. There's just something special about these verses that's going to get revealed at the end of the series, which I highly doubt. No need for it whatsoever. So in the midst of all of this, something's going on with Eureka. Do we really care? Me? No. Do you? I don't know. But the majority, probably not. But basically, from my understanding, is that she's trying to deal with, I don't want to say trauma, but everyone has dealt with this sport in their own separate ways, and she's dealing with her and what she had to go through during that with her fight with Toga. That's why I feel she's going, do you really care at this stage of the game? No, just end the series. But what follows has like that much interest. So she's off licking her wounds, if you will, and then in hops Deku, and now you can see that Deku has traveled there using the one for all because we see the famous lightning around him, and so that's how we leave off the chapter. So I feel like that next chapter we're gonna get the answer to what we've been. Well, let me rephrase that. We're gonna get the answer. I was gonna say to what we've been waiting for. Will they? Won't they? Be get together? But has anybody really been waiting for that? For me personally, not a shipper, but yeah, not a shipper. I'm not against it. Not really. I'm not against it, but I'm never really actively pursuing it. But I feel like for us, well, I feel like in general, there hasn't, over the course of this series, there hasn't been enough done between both of them to warrant anybody thinking, will they or won't they? It's been more on the side of Eureka, where she's been dealing with her feelings of does she actually like him. But with Deku, it's slightly different. It's Deku being kind of just, a guy who hasn't really had female attention in the past. Eureka's the first girl to kind of talk to Deku. So Deku's really in his feelings because of that. He doesn't really have a reason to like her other than that. Like I said, there's been nothing shown within the series. Whereas we've had sprinkles here and there with Eureka interacting with people, asking him, do you like Deku? And we see her get flustered. But do you really care? But I feel like next chapter I'll probably get the answer to that. And they get together, fair play. If they don't, I don't really care. So overall, I have just got to say that this chapter in particular, colossal waste of time. Even in regards to seeing Deku using one for all, it was probably just simply a case of how All Might was at the beginning of the series. He's got limited amounts of uses left before it runs completely dry. So Deku essentially wasting a use to travel from, I don't know, say the dormitories to where Eureka was. Waste. But anyway, one final thing to mention about the chapter is that we also find out that you don't no longer have to stay in the dormitories if you're attending the school, and I simply feel that has come from because of the defeat of All for One. Hero Society is not as dangerous as it used to be, and it probably won't ever be that way again. So that's the reason for that. It was a given. It didn't come as a shock to me to find that out. But I'm going to give the chapter a 1 star. 1 star rating, a call it review. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.